Alright, what's good, y'all? Welcome to the channel. I'm Derek, and we're going to play some Magic. So today we're playing Izzet in Standard, but not the list that you're probably used to seeing. Not one of the two lists, rather. No Grand and Lesson Package, and no looting with Nathan Stoyer here. We are playing Valley Floodcaller and some more Otters. So if you haven't seen this guy, it's a 2/2 Otter Wizard for 2 and a blue. Flash, you may cast non-creature spells as though they had flash. And whenever you cast a non-creature spell, birds, frogs, otters, and rats you control get +1/+1 until the end of turn, and they also untap. Other Otters, we've got Thundertrap Trainer, Offspring 4. When this creature enters, look at the top 4 cards of your library. You may reveal a non-creature, non-land card from among them, put it into your hand. The rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. And then, of course, we also have the Otters from the Storm Chasers talent. So, if you land a Valley Floodcaller, now all of your sorcery spells you can cast at instant speed, and you're untapping all of your Otters. And these two will get, basically regular prowess, and your Otter tokens from the talent already have prowess, so they're going to have double prowess. The other game plan here, it's not another game plan rather, but adding to the other game plan, you want to warp your Quantum Riddlers in and hit them with a splash portal. So on turn 3, you can exile it right back to the battlefield, draw an extra card, and now it gets to stick around instead of going away. The rest of the deck, we've got some interaction and some card draw, 2 copies of Stock Up, we've got 3 Roaring Furnace and Steaming Sauna. It's pretty easy to keep your hand full of cards, so the Roaring Furnace can kill some pretty big stuff. Torch to Tower for early, Llanowar Elves and Badger Mole Cubs. We've got a Soul God Lantern in the main deck here for Reanimator and Lessons. Fire Magic more for the green decks, and a single copy of Into the Flood Maw. So, it's not the Izzet that you're used to seeing, but it is a pretty good deck, and it can do some pretty nasty things. So, let's hop in and see what happens. On the play. Yep, that's the keep. Turn 3, Riddler, Splash Portal. Hopefully play something good to draw on turn 2. Cosmetics. Interesting. Okay. Well, that was nice. That is exactly what we wanted. Attack for 3. Hope to avoid Badger Mole Cub on turn 2, but Badger Mole almost always comes down on turn 2. This is also the art that I prefer. Okay. Weaver is not as bad. Cast Portal, trigger Prowess, draw a card, and I guess we just attack. Don't think they'll block. Shock in the pool, cast the Void. We do have cards that can kill it. Maybe we can find one with the trainer. Torch. Not quite it. The talent. think... Is it worth it to chump attack? I think so. If they block with Void, it's definitely worth it. I don't think they would have blocked if I had played the land first. Okay. Not the best exchange of resources, but when you're playing against Ouroboros, you just got to get that guy off the field as quickly as you can. Nature's Rhythm for 4. Here go another one. Yep. Let's see. I guess we start with Thunder Trap. Yeah, I guess we just attack in the air. They probably shouldn't tap out, because they're only at 1. We've got 4 attackers. No. That has to go. Absolutely not. Ooh! Detect intrusion. Did not expect that one. Okay. Okay. Think we still have them? Yep, we got them. Torch the tower, kills the Llanowar elves. Definitely want fire magic. Definitely want slag storm. I like my torches. Don't need Soul God Lantern. Don't want into the Flood Maw. Can cut 1 furnace. I think I'd like to bring in a barrage. It's just another instant speed way to deal with Ouroboros. We'll try that. Okay, let's see what we can do on the draw. That is trash. We will not be keeping this hand. That we can keep. Guess we'll get rid of one of the Verges. Although maybe Splash Portal would have been a good one. No, we drew another land. So I'm happy. That's what we can put back. If you want to counter basics, so be it. Beware my otter. Okay, opponent's doing a whole lot of nothing here. Do we have a third into the Flood Maw? Okay. I mean, they're not doing a whole lot. Granted, neither are we. There's a Badger Mole. Just cast your stuff, you know? Okay, that sucks. They found the Riddler. Yeah, I think we just go ahead and... No. Wrong card. Just go ahead and cast this, I think. Can get a basics back from the graveyard. Don't have a good way to deal with the Riddler currently. There we go. Can block opposing Riddler, worst case. Maybe. What do you guys think? Is Riddler the move in this deck? I play it in Standard at my local shop, and I don't play Riddlers in my version. You got a play you can make for 0 mana there, fella? Or is that just you're not playing your land out? Yeah, okay. Oof. Go. And cast Portal. Pretty good turn. Yeah, we're going to be drawing plenty of cards with the Sauna, so I don't think I need to cast the second portal here. Okay. Opponent opts to go get another Ouroboros instead of playing the Riddler. So let's bounce it back to hand. Cast it again. I guess we'll just get the other Riddler down. It's probably fine to attack, which I probably should have done before I started casting all that stuff. No harm, no foul. Okay, now do you play the Riddler? Yes. Draw 2. Notably, Barrage is only 5 damage. Just kill the Void again. Play land and say go. Hold up Barrage and Flood Caller. They have more creatures, so I didn't really want to double attack even though they couldn't kill. Okay. Winter Night Stories. Good card. Go ahead and kill it. Unless they have Overprotect, which would be terrible. Okay. That's fine. I'm fine with the double block here. Well, let's kill it for a third time. I think I'll just open the room and say go. Fire magic, not good against giant creatures. How do we win this game? We definitely need to get this Riddler out of the way. I think we've seen 3 of the 4 Ouroboros. Nope, that's all of them. Okay, so those are all out of the way. Now we just gotta fight through Riddlers. How many cards can I put in my hand? It's only 7. Yep. We'll go to game 3. We can bring in Stroke. Don't think we need Wan Shi Tong. I do want to leave the Fire Magics in, I think. For the Cubs. Cut 1 Get Out. Okay. I think I can keep this. Only one red card in hand, and I think we're pretty likely to draw land. Oh, well, there you go. We drew the Verge. So let's basics. Do I bolt the bird or do I hold for the cub? I think I'll just go ahead and kill it now. See if we can just cheese them out with the otter here. Okay. Riddler on 2. That feels nice. Back to hand again. There we go. Found the portal. See what opponent has on 3. Surrock Spine. So we've got 4 mana. Riddler. And portal. Well, we got him. I'll take it. And we're out of gold. Let's go. Okay. Opponent's on the play. Yeah, I'm willing to give this one a shot. Trainer. Hopefully into stock up. Okay. Don't think I need another splash portal. Sultai? Oh, there's a talent. It's just Storm Chaser's talent here, because I don't know what's going on. You can kind of hold up the Flood Maw. You got me shook, opponent. I don't know what the heck you're doing. Okay. You got it. So something with dragons. Just gonna stock up. Take land and Bloodcaller, I think. Don't really have a good Boomerang Basics target at the moment. I guess I'm just gonna sit here with 7 cards in my hand. I would love to know what you're playing. Oh, okay. I think I remember a Sultai Dragons list from the recent past. One, two, three. Let's see if we can find an untapped land. Yep. I'm gonna take Get Out. Looks like we're gonna be discarding 1. I'm happy to get rid of a torch here. We can flash in Floodcaller. To cast something good, maybe we can counter. You got it. My Otter Sheriff has been shot. Exhale number 2? No, okay. Spot removal then. Trying to discard Stormbrood. Okay, now I think we're open to hit him with the portal here. Trainer. I'm just gonna take another Get Out. I think I tried to mention before in a video that I was recording, but accidentally didn't hit the record button. I have Tourette's, so if I move my eyes weird or make little weird noises with my nose, I am not on drugs. Yeah, I'm just bouncing. You got the flood collars? Okay, that's fine. So, I think I'm just gonna hard cast Riddler, Trainer, and Furnace. Boy, we've had almost 7 cards in our hand most of this entire game. Is it worth No, wait, we can't. Sorry, that's Flood Maw. Not Bounce Off. Okay, Shared Roots. Eventually we have to try to get them dead here. Recast Riddler. Cards do I have left in the deck? Plenty. Offspring, the trainer. Unless they have... Oh, they've got 3 steps ahead. Okay, okay. I keep forgetting, this is creature or enchantment. Yeah, okay. You get to draw cards. Okay. Can you kill the Riddler? Wait, that's an enchantment, right? Yeah. No exhale. Yes! Alright. Take game 1. Very control-y here, so I'm gonna bring in Negate, Spell Pierce, Flood Maw goes, Fire Magic goes, Torch the Tower goes. I don't think Soul Guide Lantern is doing anything. Stroke, Wan Shi Tong, Ral, and Barrage. Yep. That looks good. I could bring in a Null, but I don't know that they're playing any enchantments other than Rise of Sozin. Gosh. I probably should not keep this. But they went a few turns last game where they didn't really cast a lot, so I'm gonna give it a shot. Okay. Just go ahead and cast Trainer. I mean, I'll take it, but now they're just gonna play around it. Trainer not great with counter spells, but it didn't matter anyway. They had duress. Okay. So it doesn't feel quite as bad. Take the negate. Yeah, Stroke's much easier to play around. Attack for 1. Go ahead and play this tapped and say go. Well, you'll have to do something eventually, right? Okay. I'm gonna try to play the librarian at the end of their next turn here. I'm gonna assume that this will draw out a counterspell. Okay, so it will not. Fine. Okay, there we go. Riddler. Portal. There you go. Try to hit the Flood Collar end of next turn. You got it. I mean, they know we have the stroke, so they're not going to be able to cast Rise of Sozin unless they've got 8 mana. Yeah. I'm just going to cast this for 2. Yeah, I'm just going to take the Furnace here. We don't really have any targets for basics, and we already have one in hand as well. Can you get around the stroke here? You got it, bud. Cease and desist. Don't see that one a whole lot. Pretty good in the Reanimator / lesson meta though, right? Destroy all artifacts and enchantments. Okay, is this a bait? I think it is. I'm gonna let you have it. I'm gonna let you have it. You still only have 6 mana. No, you have 7 now. Ooh. Yeah, we might have should have just hit that. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep, we got him. Nice. Victory! Ooh. I should have played the mountain there. Yeah, that was really dumb. No, it's gonna be too late. I guess I'll take it anyway. Might be able to hit something else. Okay. Ooh, we hit the portal! What a draw! Nice. I've been seeing a lot of cards today that I normally never see played in decks on Arena specifically. This is the kind of card I might see at the shop, not typically on Arena. You've got to protect this spell? Okay. No blocks. Oh, you just want to draw a card? That's fine. Oh, it doesn't sack to do this. It just taps to do it. Okay. Just hard cast the Riddler. Draw 2. I'm sorry. Excuse me. Draw 3 because we have 2 of them. That feels good. This time I'll just chump block, I think. You know, I've noticed there are cards in this deck that don't play out very well unless you have the card that they're paired with. Like, Basics isn't great unless you've got Roaring Furnace or the 1-mana enchantment talent. And Splash Portal is really only good if you have Riddler. So this deck could probably be adjusted a little bit and trimmed to give it a bit more consistency, I think. I'm just gonna bounce the Chocobo. And then cast Trainer. Okay. So before I cast that, let's get the Valley Flood Caller down. We've got a chump blocker. I'm sorry, we don't. This thing makes it so that we don't have chump blockers. Everything has trample. Okay. No land to go with it. Okay. Elf. No attacks? Good. Ah! Okay, so 4 in the air. And we'll just hold the talent since we can cast it at instant speed thanks to the Flood Caller. If they crew, there's really not much point in blocking. Okay, Earthbender Ascension. Puts the land into play with 2 counters. And then another one tapped. Trigger, trigger, trigger. You should be careful. That leaves you with, at best, 3 blockers. They will draw another card. We've got 4 in the air. I think I just hold it. Oh my goodness. There we go. Okay. I thought for sure they had something there. World Wagon, Heirloom, Ascension. You know, you're putting all these counters on things. Why not just play Terra Symbiosis instead of this Herd Heirloom? Fire Magic doesn't seem great. They are playing Llanowar Elves, but all the rest of their stuff, not so much. Nothing Graveyard. Can bring in Barrage. A Null seems pretty good. Yeah, they've got a lot of those. And you can go, you can go. I'm gonna come off of one of the portals. Stroke's probably good, and we can cut a Get Out, I think. Although those counter enchantments, so I probably should have kept that in. Mangled meta. I'll try this. See, 2 splash portals and not a thing to do with them. It's fun to cheat stuff out, but you can certainly get stuck with cards in your hand that don't do a whole lot for you. We'll just cast the Trainer. Take a talent. Would love to draw the Warp card. Yeah. Probably just left chump blocking here. I suppose we could block and... No, let's stroke here. Good target. Definitely a good target. Escape tunnel. Boy, we do not need all these torches. Gosh. Is it a cast trigger? No, it's an enters trigger. So, yeah, we'll just attack here. You know, I'm talking all this trash about Portal, but I didn't really think about the fact that we do have at least this other card with an ETB. A Null, not great when they know about it. Let's just take the basics. Get us another 1/1 here. So we can Furnace for 6 next turn. Doesn't look like we're gonna get too many targets for the torches here. Okay, I lied. But now we have to wait for them. Gosh, that feels so bad. Well, I'm gonna make you do it now. Which doesn't really matter. It literally doesn't matter. I know, I should have just held on to that. That's bad. That's bad. Well, we certainly can't kill this with Furnace. Freaking 16-16 over here. Can we get a basics? Nope. Alright. You got it. Okay, I'm gonna bring the get out back in. I'm just gonna play 2 annul. No, no, no. I'm gonna cut another splash portal. Yeah, that's good. That is good. Don't think we need a null until turn 3. Yeah, I think we should be good this game, as long as we don't draw terribly for the rest of it. That's pretty good. Yeah, let's just hold up Valley Flood Caller. If they play the World Wagon, we'll counter it. Surely we can hit the right land. We did not. Okay, we'll take the land regardless. Barrage. I mean, opponent's at 6. So, this one's gonna be pretty tough for him to get out of. That's one way to do it. Fortunately, we do have the answer. Alright, GG's. Yes! Beat the landfall! And we rank up. Let's go. Hell yes. I think we'll end it there. Okay, well, this deck was pretty fun. Getting a Riddler down on turn 3 does feel really good, especially because you're drawing 2 cards as you do it. I didn't get to do a whole lot with the Flood Caller, but when it was on the battlefield and I had non-creatures in hand, it did feel really, really good. You know, I talked in one of the videos about how the deck could use a little bit of tuning, and that may be true, but I didn't consider while I was saying all that there are other targets for your splash portal, and basics is pretty versatile. So I don't know, maybe you could swap out Furnace for something else. I don't know if Fire Magic and Lantern in the main are necessary. I did have a couple of really good games against off-meta decks that would have been really fun to showcase, but I forgot to hit the record button and did not realize that I was just talking to myself the whole time and not a camera. And then I had a loss against Mono Red that I didn't put in because it was just I got ran over. It was an 0-2 and not really much worth watching. But the deck had a decent record. I think I lost 2 out of the 5 games that I played. But it was quite fun, and I think you could have some fun too. Well, I appreciate you watching and hope to catch you for the next one.